Yeah, you can see my screen now.
Yes, Deepak.
Okay. So we were doing this thing right yesterday. Okay, we were doing item category yesterday, right? And then we were discussing this quantity zero thing, correct? VLP. Zero VLP. Yeah. Let's go to 10 only first. So yeah, we were discussing this quantity zero, right? So as I said, sometimes in order, let's say there are two or three line items. Let's say there are three line items. When you create a delivery order, I mean from order to delivery, those three will come, correct? Now, as I said, this is a requirement 201 or 202. किधर गया? Where was that? Okay, sorry, that was there in the delivery level, right? OVLK. Let's go to LF only. Yeah. So this requirement we had, right? What this requirement was doing? Anyone quickly? What this requirement was doing? 201, 202. What was the use of this?
What Deepak? Sorry.
What is the use of this 201 and 202 item requirement? What we maintain in delivery type? What is the use? What we control with this one? This thing.
For additional in the delivery document, if you have to add any item, if it is with 202, we cannot add. 201, we can add.
Exactly.
So
Good. So now you are, let's say you have allowed the delivery type that okay, you should be able to add. Now, when you add that extra line item, whether that extra line item, if the let's say that extra line item has a zero quantity, then how your system should behave? This is what we control with this quantity zero. Okay, it will not work for the existing line item which is coming from order to delivery. It will work only for which you are adding additionally in the delivery. Okay, what I said, additionally what you add, maybe you can add some material. Sometimes you just add text. Okay, that text area, as I said, sometimes the user manual they don't bother about the quantity. Okay, they don't put quantity, they simply put user manual, that's it. They don't put any quantity. So in those kind of scenario we use this field. If you're putting, if I'm not putting anything in zero quantity also, system should not do anything. Or let me show you, if I don't know, yesterday I was trying actually. VL01N. Uh, Someone changes actually. Everybody is using the same ID password. 20, right? Yeah, now see. Let's say I'm using this item again. Okay. Now let me maximize it. What is this? Is this the error, warning, or message? What kind of message is this one?
like it is warning.
Warning. Why it is warning? Because we have
Actually,
configured
yellow.
it. You see, I have not entered the quantity, and what I have configured in system? A. A means
Display warning message.
warning. What we can do warning? As I said, warning. You can press enter. Just wait. Right. Just one second. Sorry. So see, if I have not entered quantity, this is warning. As I said earlier also, everywhere warning. You press enter, it will go. It will allow you. Now let's say I am making it as a error. Okay, both are error only. Yeah, let's put C. Let's save it. Now what should happen if I add that extra line item? What is C? display error, right? Audible?
Yeah, Deepak, we are audible.
Okay, so now let's try to create again. As I said, we have done the changes. We have to open again. Let's open again. Now let's try to put that extra line item. Now see, what is this now? This is error. You cannot escape this. You keep on pressing enter, nothing will happen. So it's an error. Okay, so this is the thing we will control from this quantity 0 thing. Okay, let's move now. Let's not waste time there. Yeah, check minimum quantity. As I said, this field controls. If you have maintained, let's say, as I said, let's say you are selling some what do you call something in kg. Let's say you are selling some rice. Okay, your company sells rice. If someone puts up order of 10 gram, system will accept, right? And eventually what will happen? It will create delivery, and then it will be known that okay, this order is created for 10 gram. Who will deliver that 10 gram? It's not feasible, right? So you maintain some minimum quantity thing. So at least some 1 ton, 2 ton is there, then only that order deliveries would be allowed, right? So then you use this field, check minimum quantity thing. Okay, where is this field? This one. Here also same thing, you see, warning, error, all those things you have. Whether system should not do anything, you keep it blank. You want system to display some warning that okay, your quantity is 10 gram only, so it's not feasible, right? That kind of warning or something you want to inform to user, that you can put as a warning. And if you want to this error, you can put as a B. So it will give you error that okay, you cannot create delivery for 10 grams. Okay. Now over delivery. Okay, over delivery, I think it was in customer master also. It's not only completely from here. Then order quantity. Okay, let's say I have created order of 100 kg. Okay, my order contains 100 kg. I have created the delivery of, when I create a delivery, automatically the 100 kg only will come, correct? Now, in some cases, we allow some over delivery also, like say for 10 or 5 or something. That over delivery percentage we maintain somewhere, I don't remember actually. I think in customer master only it was there. Okay, but let's not go to that one. So, somewhere we maintain some over delivery thing. So, if you are putting that over delivery, how your system should respond? For some cases, you will not allow user to create over delivery. Let's say it's a very costly thing, right? Then you will say, no, no, how much is there in the order, that only I will deliver. I will not give you single kg extra. Then you can use this B. No, no, I will not give anything extra. Let's say you said, okay, for 1000 kg, if something up down is there, then okay, fine, 2 kg plus minus is fine. You can give some 2 kg extra, that's fine. So then you put some blank or A. So that's what purpose you use it. Over delivery. Over delivery means whatever is there in the sales order, if you are trying to increase the quantity in delivery, so that is something with over delivery, right? That's what we call over delivery. Over delivery is what was there in the order, you are trying something over than that. That is the over delivery. Okay. So how system should behave, that thing we control in here. Okay, now yeah, there is another advantage of putting this over delivery thing. Let's say I am the person who is creating the order, okay, and let's say Vishal is the person who is supposed to create delivery. Let's say I have not entered any check for over delivery, okay, and let's say Manoj places a order. Manoj is a Vishal friend actually. Manoj and Vishal are friends. I created a sales order for 100 kg. There is a chance, right? Vishal will say, okay, Manoj is my friend. I will do some 150 kg. I will give extra. And if configuration is not in place, what will happen? The delivery will be allowed. Delivery will happen. Manoj will get that 100 kg extra, right? But what was the order quantity? That was less than that, right? What actually is delivered. Okay, so or maybe by mistake or knowingly, unknowingly, that could happen. So to stop that thing, we do this. We control this over delivery thing. Okay, because generally, see what I said, the person who creates the order in any company, that will be a different team. The person who creates the delivery, that will be a different team. So what happens sometimes, due to pressure, due to customer thing, okay, due to time and constraint and all, they'll say, okay, just add this quantity in this delivery, just deliver it. Okay, they'll try it somehow to deliver. The person who creates the delivery, they're not that much educated. Okay, they're not that smart. So they will do anything. Okay, even in your day-to-day life also you will come to know this kind of thing. Okay, if any error comes no in SAP, the user will try anything. Okay, just click here, click there. Okay, they'll do any random things to to remove that error. They'll just try something. If it is allowed, they will just paste it and they will say, no, no, system only SAP allowed, so I did it. Now you cannot blame them. So you only need to make a system something which is idiot proof, right? Or fool proof. Even if they try to do it intentionally also, system should restrict that. No, it is not allowed. You cannot do that. Some error should come. Okay. So for that purpose also you can use this one. Now relevant for picking, it's very simple. Let's say something which requires picking. Let's say in our case, let's say a fridge. Fridge requires some special picking right from where it will be picked. Or let's say as I said in some sort of what do you call grocery shop or cash sale order kind of stuff, right? You see the stuff, you pick it automatically. You pick it in you put it in a bucket and then you go to a billing counter. So that time picking is not relevant because customer itself is picking that material from the storage location. So why you need to do picking? Right, so those kind of items they don't require picking, so you control via this relevant for picking this checkbox. Okay, now yeah, determine storage, this is already covered already. Even if everything is in place, if you don't put this checkbox that determines storage location, system will not determine. Even if everything is placed, storage condition is there, plant is there, shipping condition is there, everything is there, shipping point is there, you have maintained the determination also, but if you don't put this checkbox in your delivery, that storage location will not come, it will be blank. Okay, when I say it's not determined, it will not determine automatically, but you can anyway enter, right? So that's what this checkbox controls actually. Now this also I think we have already discussed earlier initially that some sort of good will require some batch management, right? As I said, food item or medicines item, they always come in batches, right? Even if you see the product, they'll have some batch number mentioned. And as I said, a very simple example, you always try to consume your old goods too, because that's a perishable item, it will be damaged if you don't consume within the time period, right? So you always try to deliver the oldest stock first. So in those cases, as I said, when let's say I'm the person who is creating the order, delivery. Okay, let's say Vishal created order. I'm creating a delivery. Let's say I'm not aware. So what I will do, maybe I'll give the latest batch. So what will happen? The latest batch will keep on going, and the old batch will just lying there, and it will be wasted, right? So those kind of scenario, you maintain some automatic data when you do this config. It also requires a lot of configuration only. It's not only this. Okay, if you put this checkbox, your batch will be determined. No, it's not that easy. Okay, there are a lot of other prerequisites to determine the batch. If everything is placed and then you put this checkbox, then in your delivery automatically the batch will come. Okay, where you see the batch number, yeah, here you see the batch number, you see. So you need to put batch. In this case, we are not maintaining our material is not a batch management material. Also, if you see the same control we have in material master, whether your as I said, every material itself is deciding, right, whether this material is a batch management or not, right? So that you can see in material master also. Maybe in the sales of somewhere it must be there. Let me see. There should be some checkbox for batch management actually. You see batch management. So if you put this checkbox, then only your material is applicable for batch. If you are not putting this checkbox, that means system assume this material is not a batch manage. It will just come and sit in any storage location in unrestricted stock. There is no batch kind of stuff with this material. Okay. So this is also one of the prerequisites. Now you see, even if you do the configuration of batch management, everything is in place. You put this checkbox also in your delivery item category. But if your material itself is not a batch managed material, it will not determine, right? Because in the material master itself, you said my TG1296F is not a batch managed material. So even if every configuration is in place, your material itself is not applicable for batch management, your batch will not come. Okay. So this is one of the prerequisite to determine the batch. and this is the control in the item category also, delivery item category, whether the batch should be determined or not. Okay, now one more thing I think, I think it's not mentioned here, but this is also one of the important field actually. Do not check, let me see first whether I'm correct or not. Control whether the system check that batch entered in the register or not. Okay, now let's say uh, let's say you are not determining the batch management thing. Okay, you want your user to enter the batch automatically, and the user has entered some batch. So whether you want SAP to check whether that batch actually exists or not, user can enter anything, right? ABC, XYZ, anything. So if you want system to check whether that XYZ batch is actually there or not, then you can put this checkbox. So system will check when user enters the batch number. System will check in the background whether that batch exists or not. If it is not existing, some wrong batch number they entered, system will throw error that this batch does not exist. If you don't put this checkbox, what will happen? Anything they enter, it will accept. But what will happen when you do the PGI? Okay, see, you can put anything. You can put XYZ, AYC, anything you can put. But when you click on PGI, that time system has to take some stock from that batch, that storage location, that plant, right? And when system will try to do PGI, that time system will throw you error that this batch does not exist. Anyway, it will throw you error. Okay, it's not like you can put any batch and you can put post good issue, right? It will not work because the batch has to be there in the real world, right? In the existing, it should be there. Then only you can do the PGI. Okay. So this is what we call for this one. So I think this is enough for this delivery document and this delivery item category. There are other stuffs also, as I said, but as of now you don't need to bother about the other things. Okay, you ignore all these things, bill of material, transaction flow, and all. Now, any confusion so far? Whatever we discussed. Anyone?
No, no.
Okay. So now, whatever we have discussed, we discussed the sales order document type control, right? VOV8. We have check the control for configuration in the item category, that is VOV7. We have checked the controls in the schedule line category, VOV6. We have checked the delivery document type controls, that is we have done. We have also checked the delivery item category controls. Now what is next? Your billing type. Okay, when you create any billing, let me open any billing first. We have 03. This is one of the billing which we have created, right? So this is your F2. You can see this F2, right? Is it visible to you?
Yeah, Deep.
Okay. For me that recording pop-up is there, so I thought of asking. Okay. So this is your billing type F2. Okay. You go to header. I think header also somewhere it should be maintained somewhere, I believe. Let's see. Okay, sorry. Here only it is there. Maybe F2 billing type. Okay. So here only you can see which is the billing type. Now when you create a billing, then in billing also you have certain controls that you can do. Okay. Now let's say the T code is VUFA. Okay, directly you can go to VUFA and you can go to F2. You see there are few controls in the billing type also, or you can go to via SPRO path also. As I said, mostly you try to remember the SPRO path because that will be easier for you to remember. Okay, SPRO. Since we are talking about billing, we have to go to billing, billing document, billing type. You see billing type. Yeah. Let's talk. Let's open F2 only. Since we have created F2, let's talk about F2. Okay. Now let's see what is the control we have. See SPRO, SD, billing, billing document, define billing type. The path is also given. The T code is also given. WOFA. Okay. Sometimes in some interview, these people will ask you the T code. Sometimes, if you remember this SPRO path, this is good actually. Okay. If you remember both, that's fine. As I said, there are hardly 15-20 T codes of configuration that you will be using mostly. Okay, most frequently you will be using those T codes only. So anyway, once you start doing your practice now, you will remember. Okay, if you don't practice, you will easily forget what is the OFA, what is VOB8, what is VOB7. Okay, if you start practicing, then you will remember. And the same thing here, same screen what we have seen earlier a lot of time, order type and all those things, billing type also. What is the billing type we use? Okay, like see, there is cash order, yeah. You see for cash sales and rush order, we have a different billing type. Because that's a different process actually. So we use different billing type. Okay, we'll see what kind of controls we have and why we go for different billing type. We'll see, wait, we'll go one by one. Yeah, before we go, perform invoice. What is perform invoice? I already discussed multiple times. Now tell me what is perform invoice? Anyone?
Preliminary invoice, which is non-binding.
Right. Can you cancel perform invoice?
Yes, because it is non-binding, right?
No, you cannot cancel.
Can't. Why?
No. See, this is a dummy invoice, right? It is not impact. It is not impacting any accounting. So
Okay,
why you need
so
to
it is,
cancel?
there is nothing binding. Okay, okay, got it.
Okay. So why you need to cancel? So that's no need of cancel this dummy invoice. Okay.
Okay, understood.
Okay. Now. Okay. Let's go to document based. Yeah. Yeah. So the dummy invoice is the dummy invoice which will not generate accounting entry. Okay. And also sometimes let's say you have created a free of delivery free of charge or some sort of that process you followed. Okay. So that time also you create that billing, even if it's not creating any accounting entry, but you want to print that invoice. So that time also you use it. It's a dummy. Okay. Okay. Now you see. mm, Let me open order type document type first. VOB8. You see the number range system thing. This thing. You see a difference here. Here you have both the options, right? Internal as well as external. Correct? But in the invoice, you see there is no external number range. You see the difference, primary difference? This is also one of the interview questions people will ask you. Can you have the external number range configured in your billing type? Can we do?
No.
No. Why? Because there is a reason behind it. Okay, why SAP has not given that external number range in the SAP in standard actually? As I said, SAP has not given. Anyway, you can do your configuration. I mean, you can do the enhancement. You can write your web code. You can get it done. That's another thing. But why it is not given? Let's read it here. Because it should always be in sequence. There is a legal requirement. Okay, when I don't know how many of you know about this one. In GST, right? Let's in the GST regime in India, GST is there, right? Goods and service tax. So how Indian government has told to the see whatever number you see, right? Let me show you that one first actually. This is your invoice number, right? 9004916, right? This is your invoice number. Okay. This is your invoice. When I say this is something which you are referring as an invoice. This number is different, and the number which you give to government, that is another number, that we call it ODN, official document number. Okay. Remember this term ODN, official document number. Okay. But as of now, let's not bother about that. Order, you can have your external number, fine. Let's say what do you call, uh, when I'm creating order, that time I can put something, that's fine, I can put that. But in invoice, it's always recommended that you should go on incremental order. Let's say today I created let's say let me put that here actually. Let's say I am using some number range 1000, 10,000 to 9999. Okay, this is the number range which I am going to use it. The first invoice will be 10001, right? 1. The next will be 1000002. So an invoice, it has to follow always the sequential. It has to go sequential manner. So that's why SAP has not given that option to put it externally, because in many companies, actually in many countries, it's a legal requirement that say today is April, right? Let's say today I created an invoice 1002. If I'm creating tomorrow any invoice, that number should be 10003. It cannot happen that this invoice what I'm creating on 10th, it cannot have a number range prior to this number. It cannot have 1001. This is a legal requirement actually. Okay, so from here also system also, because see how many invoice we have created. This is something government will also keep an eye, right? Because they also need to collect tax. So they give you the freedom, you put any order number, any delivery number, you put external, internal, you put anything, that's fine. But invoice should be sequential. The advantage of putting sequential number, they can track it down very easily. Let's say in the month of December, there is the invoice number 100, oh, let's say 99. Okay. So now by seeing this number itself, government can easily tell, okay, this company has made 99 invoices, right? They don't need to go to your system, and they don't go to VBRK table and anything. They will not do. They'll simply see the latest number and then they will see, okay, 99 invoices they have created. But if it is external, you can put any number 10. Let's say you will put like this 11000. You will put some 10 something like this. You can put, right. Then it's very difficult to track. So that's why it's a legal obligation or legal implication that you have to follow when you're doing business in any country. There are some legal requirements that you need to follow. You cannot escape that one. So that's why SAP has also not given that option itself that you can put any external range here. You can only go for internal. Okay. And how this number range comes? The same thing. You go to SNRO. Object name, I think it's invoice, right? RV, I think it's REV actually, or RF, I don't remember. Let's see. We are using 19, right? 19. It's the same number. What number is it? Is 4918. Here also you see that external is not checkbox. Checked means that this checkbox is not checked in. What is the invoice? What we have? Where is our invoice number? We have closed it. What? We have just see. You see 4916. So see the same pattern it is following. 4916. Now someone has created two more invoices, so now it's 4918. Okay, the number range is starting from here to here. Okay, and this is the current. Now you see NR status. Okay, let me maximize it first. Okay, so this is NR status. That means up to here invoice is being used. So now what will be the next invoice? Automatically 4919 only. It cannot be 4920. Okay. And also there is one more thing I think. Let me see. These all configuration, no, these all number ranges are all configured. It is done at once only. It's not a day-to-day activity actually. It's very complicated and very sensitive information. Okay. There was something which I want to see. Free intervals. No, let's not change of. Let's cancel it. Okay, yeah, that will be complicated for you people to understand. Leave it. Okay. So for billing, you cannot have your external number range. It has to follow the sequential manner only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it has always supposed to follow the same number. Now you see, this is document category. As your document category, this is something which you control whether your billing is actual invoice or a performer. You see, billing category M means it's the actual customer. This you see, this accounting entries are generated, so that means there's the actual invoice. O is also a actual invoice. It's a reversal of their actual invoice. Actually, you see, that's why you see these things are reversed there. You see, customer was debited for return invoice, customer is credited. Now this is your dummy invoices, performa invoices basically. You means performa, where you can see all these things in your document type only. Let's close this. You see, this is document category. You see, you means performa. Okay. So how systems know actually? So from here only system know. This is also some in some of the interview it will ask you, when you create an invoice, how system knows that this billing type is a dummy invoice or is the actual invoice. So you need to tell from document category it decides whether it's a dummy invoice or it's a actual invoice. Okay, and also see, this is also something which may ask you by twisting the questions. Like, okay, for F2, my accounting entries are like this customer is debited and revenue is credited. This is my accounting entry for normal billing. But when I create a return billing or return order, how system know that it has to do the reversal of accounting? Then it will tell from the document category itself. Because for the document type which you will use for reverse billing, RE or G2, G2 is your I think credit memo or billing type actually. So from this category only system knows actually, because this is just denotion R2, F2, G2. This is the main control. What is the category? Okay. This decides whether how the accounting entries to be generated or not. If it has to generate it, how it has to be generated. So this is what this category controls. Okay. So they will put you this kind of question also. Okay. See, where is the control when we create performa system will not generate the accounting. Where is the control? You see to the SD document category, we have that control. U means it will not generate. Now, posting block, like in, let me, I think in our invoice this is not created anyway. You see, when I click on accounting, it says general entry has not been created. That means accounting entry is not created for my invoice. So now GLs are also not hit. If you go to document flow also, okay, we have cancelled this anyway. So let us open another invoice, because this we cancelled that day, right? Let's not open this one. Or let's use this 915 maybe. Let's see. Okay, let's put 4. Why it is not coming? Okay, 10 is extra. Yeah. Now you see this, when you created this invoice, no, this I think we only created, I believe, this digit 12. So this accounting entry is automatically generated. If it is not generated, what you need to do? This is also one of the interview question. If your accounting entries are not generated, how you will generate? You will go to VF02, you will put your billing document, and then you see this button, right? Release to accounting. You need to click here to release it. If it is not released automatically, now you will see why sometimes we are releasing automatically, why are not releasing automatically. This is also one question, right? Like in one of my company, they were using this button only to release it. Why? Because they don't want, see, if you are not controlling, if you are creating the invoice and accounting entries are generating automatically, what will happen? If anything goes wrong, then it's very difficult to cancel it, because the GL and everything is entered, right? It's something you have written in the diary, then you are cutting it down. No, no, this is wrong, cut it, I will put another line, right? In real world also these things happen. So in SAP also the same thing. If GLs are hit, you can anyway cancel, that's fine. But it's not correct. If you prepare a report, all those things will come. Okay, 100 entry came, then again someone cancelled that 100 entry, then again 100 came, then again they cancelled. So why to do all this? You release the accounting only when you are okay with everything. So for that purpose you use this control. Where is this control? So this is the control where you can control it. You see, posting block. If you put it, system will not release the accounting automatically. They will just simply SAP will create the invoice. This number you will see. Okay, this number will be created, but accounting will not be there. If you click on accounting, it will say accounting entries are not generated. So what these people will do, business people will do, they will create and then they will see everything. Okay, this is price. Okay, this much, how much price it has taken. Okay, 70 euro, 1 pieces. This much came. This is the tax. Okay, 10 pieces. Okay, whether text is everything is coming correctly or not. Once they are satisfied with the invoice, then they release it. Okay, so for that purpose, this block is used. Okay, so there are few questions these people will ask you. First, where is the control that if I create a billing document or invoice, my accounting entry should not generate automatically? This is one of the first question. Now, if my accounting entries are not generated, how can I release it? I mean, how can I release it manually? So then you need to go to VF02, put your billing document number, and then there will be some green flag. Let's go back. There will be one green flag that will say release to accounting. You need to click on that release to accounting. Then the accounting entry will be generated for this billing. Okay. So this is what we use this. This you can ignore. Don't worry. This all these things you don't need to worry. Again, you see this LIS, as I said, is a standard SAP reporting system. So whether you want your invoice data to update in the LI system or not, you control it via here. Now document type for accounting. Okay. Now let us open this accounting first. So this, as I always said, this is the accounting entry which we are interested and which we are bothered. This we don't bother. Okay, just open this first one. So now this is accounting number, right? Then it will also have some document type, correct? Because every document which is created by SAP or you are creating in SAP, it will have some document type only, right? Where you can see it. Anyone tell me? I have told you earlier also. Let's see how many of you remember. Where I can see the document type of this one. Anyone? Any blind guesses? In the screen only, I can click somewhere and I can find the document type. Where should I click? No one?
Click on the account number. I guess I'm not sure. Or
Which account
I
number?
am just getting guess.
Where is the account number?
This is 67000. I don't know.
No, no, no.
General view, general on the top.
No. You see, I clicked on the general view. It has not shown me the document type. It is just changing the view. You see, if I click on general ledger view, it is giving some other view. If I click on the entry view, it is giving some other view. Which button should I click to see the document type? Or let me put the cursor and then you tell me what this button will do.
Change and display.
So here, do you think that the document type will be there?
No,
Okay.
it'll just change.
Here, what it says?
Display another document. It'll go
Another document.
This will also not work. This is select individual. This is something
select
else.
document.
Display document header. Because
Yeah.
always document type will where it will sit in a header. You click on this cap. Now you see your document type RV. So this RV is not your billing type. Remember, this is your accounting document type. Okay. What is your accounting number? This is your accounting document number 49000015. This is your accounting number. and the document type for this accounting document is RV. Who will create this RV and all? Who is the person who should handle all this RV document type and all? The creation of RV and everything. Which team? Which team will do this configuration and all for this accounting document type?
Finance.
Who?
Finance. Finance.
Exactly. Finance people will do that. We don't bother about all those things. We go exactly. So they will tell us. We will simply assign this document type in our this one. Okay. In billing type, but we don't assign RV. You see here it was RV, right? But here we don't assign RV. We assign something called R. So R means billing document. So automatically from here system understand it has to take RV. There are some backend configuration required. Don't worry about that. But how system is taking RV because of this 7. Okay. So this is what this document type. Where document type it is RV. Where it is document type? Is it something? Why this document type is there? This also has RV, but okay. Okay, see, when you put 7 system automatically, as I said, there are some backend configuration from where system will take RV. But if you don't want that RV to be created, you want some other document type, accounting document type, then you maintain this RV here. Like similar like we have in order type, right? We have some delivery type maintained, right? And if you don't put anything, you simply put VL01, you put your sales order, you press enter, automatically system create that delivery document type, which is there in the view V8. But if I want to create something else, the something else delivery document type, I need to put in the VL01 screen. Remember that control was there in the sales order also. So similarly here also, if you don't put anything, system will determine from here. If you put something here, then system will ignore this 7 and system will take this document type directly, whatever is maintained from the accounting document perspective. Okay, this is my billing document type or invoice document type. This is your accounting document type. Okay, so what we will do, as I said, finance people will do the configuration for the accounting document type. We will just assign it, okay, if required. Now there is one more cancel. See, when you create a billing and you cancel, like let me open that invoice which we have cancelled actually. That day we cancelled one invoice, right? We have 03, this 4, this one I think we cancelled, right? Yeah. Now you see you have cancelled it, right? So again see, this is again another document. Oh sorry, this is my invoice. Sorry, this 94916 is my actual invoice. This is my cancellation invoice. So now you see this invoice is also having a document type. Let's open and see what is this document type. What it is? S1, correct? From where it is coming? System takes from here. When you cancel any F2 billing type, which document type system should generate for cancellation document? From here it takes S1. Okay. Now let's see. Document type RV, you can ignore this one. When we have covered this one, negative posting, you ignore it. No need to worry about this thing. It's complicated thing. Invoice list also you can ignore. No. Yeah, this is something you should remember actually. Rebate, as I said, this is something. Let's say you decided with one customer, okay, if you buy some 10,000 of good in this period or in this quarter, I will give you some 100 rupee discount or some sort of business deal has happened, right? So that is a rebate actually. Rebate means some sort of discount you are giving. It's not the actual discount because you are not giving instantly. You are creating an invoice, you are not giving, right? What you have agreed, I will check all the invoices within this 3 months. And if the value exceeds 10,000, then only I will give you rebate, correct? So each invoice level you are not giving discount. So you are giving retrospective perspective, right? You are collecting all the information and then you are seeing if it is meeting the criteria, then only you give that. So that we call it rebate. Okay, just a high level view I am giving you. Now there are 3 prerequisites that you need to maintain your rebate to work. First control was there in the sales org level. Second control is in the customer master, and third is your billing type. All these three things has to be there. Then only your rebate will work. Let's say if your sales org is relevant for billing, fine. Your billing type is relevant, but customer itself, that checkbox is not there. Let me open that customer. I'll show you where it is. SNBP. It is here. BP. Since it's a sales kind of stuff, you have to go to the sales role. FLCU01, we go to sales and distribution. We need to select our sales area. Then in the billing, it must be there, I believe. No, one order. Yeah, see this checkbox. Rebate for settlement management, because this rebate, actually the term rebate, okay, the rebate term is now shifted to, as I said, the customer is now sort of migrated to BP, right, in S4HANA. So rebate was the old terminology actually, okay. The process or logic is same. The business process is same. You buy this much volume this quarter or this month or this year, I will give you discount. But the term has changed. Now they don't call it rebate, they call it settlement management. Okay, in S4HANA. This is also one of the change. Okay, as I said, we will cover all this when we will cover the changes in from ECC to HANA. We will cover this. Okay, so now that rebate is no more. I mean, the functionality is same, logic, everything is same only in real world. But in SAP, they don't call it rebate, they call it settlement management. There are some disadvantages while using this rebate functionality in SAP. Actually, what was happening, I'll give you a brief idea. When system was calculating, see, as I said, you will, let's say for 3 months you have decided, okay, that okay, if Vishal buys me, Vishal is the customer, I am the company, I and Vishal agreed, okay, if Vishal buys some 10,000 goods in the month of January, February, March, I will give you some sort of discount, some 1,000 rupees or something I'll give as a discount, right? Now, January Vishal bought something, February Vishal bought something, 5,000 or 6,000 something. In the March also he bought something. Now at the end of March, I need to collect all those information out, that how much he has purchased. Then only I can give the discount, correct? I need to do that calculation, correct? Now when I'm doing that calculation in an SAP, what was happening with the old rebate management system was locking every invoice data whichever was created for Vishal. So you see, let's say there are of 20 number of invoices it has created over the period of January to March, and when I am running this rebate management to see whether Vishal is eligible for rebate or not, system was putting a lock everywhere. What kind of lock? The same lock what we see here, right? Let me, let's say here we have kept it in the change mode, right? Now I cannot open the same transaction in change mode. Let me try to see. Let me show you. You must have seen, but let me just quickly show you again. If I go to WOFA, see what it says? It is logged. Similarly, a thing happen will for invoice also. If in any invoice, if any document is open, it will not allow you to change it. And when you keep any invoice open, what will happen? System will automatically put a block or a kind of lock to its respective delivery and order also, because those all order delivery invoices are interlinked, right? So system doesn't allow you to change two documents at the same time. So now the problem was, while I was running this rebate management, whether Vishal is eligible or not, all those order, all those delivery, all those invoice, everything was locked for that period. So now nobody can do any change. So this was the big disadvantage while using rebate thing actually. So SAP has done some modifications, some optimization. Now As I said, now it's not rebate. In real world, it's a rebate only, but in SAP now they don't call it rebate; they call it settlement management. So now the functionality and way of calculating everything is changed now. So now this disadvantage has been overcome. Now if you run settlement management, system will not put a lock to all those invoices and all those documents. Okay, we'll cover all this, but as of now, just remember this thing. If someone asks you what is the prerequisite for rebate or prerequisite for settlement management, you need to tell these all three. First, second, three. First at sales org level, second at customer master level, okay, and third is billing type level also we need to activate. Then only your rebate will work. So this is prerequisite. Okay, not only as I said, it's a prerequisite. Now, let's say you are using settlement management or rebate. Apart from these three checkbox, if you put these three checkbox, it is not like that. Okay, it will work. Again, you need to do other configuration also, the condition type and all those things you have to do, right? It's not that easy. Okay, if you put simply three checkbox and rebate will work. No, then additional configurations are also required, but these are prerequisite to work. It has to be there. Okay, clear so far? Anyone? Any doubt?
Yeah, Deepak, clear.
Okay. Now, as we already discussed, this cancellation billing type. When you cancel any billing type, what document type it has to take? It takes from the cancellation billing type that we maintain here. Okay. From where only system consider which billing type it has to take. What is the next important thing on determination procedure? This is also important, but I think you people will get confused if we discuss this now. Let's ignore this as of now. We will discuss once we discuss this pricing and all. No, that time we will discuss. Okay, even if you don't know this much, that's fine. Nobody will expect you to know these all things as a fresher. Okay, so ignore this thing also. Unnecessary, people will get confused. Yeah. What is how my pricing procedure is determined? Anyone remember? We have discussed long back, I think 10 15 class back. How my pricing procedure is determined in sales order? What were the prerequisite? Anyone remember? Or what was the T code? Anything? The T code or the parameter?
VK11.
No, VK11 was for condition record. No. See, if I go to VK11, it's a condition record. I'm talking about the pricing procedure.
VOV
VO?
VOV 8 or 7.
V/08.
Ah, that.
Okay, let us go to V/08. This T code is for defining the pricing procedure. Here we are defining it.
For define V/06.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. See, this is V/08 fine. V/08 for defining the pricing procedure. What I'm asking in my sales order, let's say this is my sales order, right? How can I see the pricing? Well, let me ask you first this. Now I want to see what is the pricing procedure in my sales order. This sales order. How can I see? Tell me. I want to see the pricing procedure where I can see for this sales order 5730.
Uh, Item thing and then billing.
Billing?
No, sorry, that conditions.
Okay, then
Yeah. Uh,
Analysis.
Analysis.
correct. So here you find that. So this is the pricing procedure, right?
Yeah.
A0, A100. So this is you find it here somewhere, right? A1002.
Third one.
Third one. Now, how system determined this one? This is my question actually. How system knows that okay, this only has to be taken for my this order? What are those parameters? Tell me.
Document pricing procedure and
And
customer pricing procedure.
and correct. These two are correct. What else?
Uh, Sales org. I'm not sure.
Sales org, correct. What else? There are two more fields. What is the T code? Anyone remember?
Mm,
Okay, that's fine. OVKK is the T code.
OVKK.
Okay. Now, what are the fields? Now, tell me. Anyone? Just read it out. That's fine. We can read it. We have it here. Now, read it. What are the fields that determine your pricing procedure?
sales area actually. Sales org means.
Sales org is also there. If you say sales area, that's fine. It includes all those things. If you say sales org,
Okay.
then
Sales
you need
org,
to say
distribution channel, division,
uh,
document pricing, customer pricing procedure.
right. So this based on these 5 parameters, your pricing procedure is determined in the sales order. Similarly, in invoice level also you can maintain your pricing procedure. Generally, we copy the same pricing procedure what we follow in your sales order, but sometimes you need to have a different pricing procedure. I'll tell you where you will have needed. Let's say it's a intercompany process, right? So one company don't have a stock and it gets the material from some other company, then it deliver it to the customer, right? Now see, let's say I have a company, Deepak owns a company and Vishal owns a company, right? And it's an intercompany. As I said, both are like coming under the same umbrella. Company is same. We are just a different company code actually. And when customer comes to me, okay, I don't have a stock or for any reason I said Vishal, you deliver me this one. I want to deliver it to customer. Vishal will deliver me that good. I will deliver it to customer. Fine. Now there will be one billing type that I will be creating for my end customer. That for my actual customer. Correct. I need to get some money from that customer, right? So I will create one billing. Correct. But apart from that billing, there will be one more billing. That billing will be done between me and Vishal, right? Because Vishal will not give me free, right? Vishal is also running its own company, it has its own legal entity. I am also running my own legal entity, right? We cannot transfer the goods just like that, okay, transfer me the goods. No. Government will ask, why you transferred the good? Where is the billing? Where is the accounting entry? How you have noted that how much stock you have transferred, the values and everything, right? It's not that easy. So then another accounting type is, another billing type is created that we call it intercompany billing. So now what happens for intercompany billing? See now when I'm dealing with customer, when I'm creating a customer invoice, that's a different customer invoice, right? It's a different normal process. But when me and Vishal are dealing, that time we don't bother about all those condition type that was there in the customer billing, right? Because it's some sort of internal thing we are settling, right? So at that time you will have a different pricing procedure, you will have a different condition type. So this time you will have a different billing, billing pricing procedure. So for that purpose, SAP has given that option that you can maintain your document pricing procedure in the billing also. That is the WOFA. Where is that one? Oh, किधर गया? Yeah, the billing document pricing procedure. Okay, so this you can maintain, and then based on this parameter, if you have a different configuration, system will take that only. Okay, if you see, QE is there, you see. If you maintain a different pricing procedure based on QE, then what will happen if you create an invoice for F2, that time a different pricing procedure will come apart from your A1002. So you have that flexibility. Generally, as I said, 90% of the time we don't use whatever is there in the order, the same pricing procedure we follow in invoice also. Okay, but sometimes as per business requirement, we need to have a different pricing procedure. That time we use this field. Okay, clear so far?